Have you ever caught your cat staring at you from across the room, and then, slowly, deliberately, they closed their eyes for just a moment? You might have thought they were just sleepy or bored. Maybe you smiled and went back to what you were doing. But here's what you didn't know. In that single moment, your cat just told you something profound. Something most cat owners see 100 times and never recognize. That slow blink? That's not a random behavior. It's not tiredness. And it's definitely not indifference. It's one of the most vulnerable, trusting gestures a cat can make. And if you knew what it actually meant, and more importantly, what you're supposed to do when it happens, you'd understand your cat on a level most owners never reach. Because here's the thing. Your cat is speaking a language that predates words, and they're waiting to see if you'll speak it back. Let's start with what that slow blink actually means, and why it's one of the most powerful things your cat can give you. Did you know that when your cat slowly closes their eyes at you, they're doing something that goes against every survival instinct they have? Here's what most people don't understand about cat evolution. Cats are both predators and prey. In the wild, closing your eyes, even for a second, in the presence of another being is an act of extreme vulnerability. Think about it. A cat's eyes are their primary threat detection system. The moment those eyes close, they're blind to attack. In nature, that split second could mean death. So when your cat looks at you and deliberately, slowly closes their eyes, they're telling you they feel so safe that they're willing to be defenseless. Research on feline communication and social behavior, including a fascinating study from the University of Sussex published in 2020, confirmed what cat behaviorists have known for years. The slow blink is a genuine affiliative signal. In the study, cats were significantly more likely to slow blink at humans who slow blinked at them first, and they were more likely to approach a stranger who offered a slow blink versus one who maintained a neutral expression. The researchers called it the cat smile. But it's deeper than that. It's trust made visible. It's your cat saying, "You are not a threat. You are safe. I can let my guard down with you." And in the language of a species that survives by constant vigilance, that's as close to "I love you" as you can get. But here's where most cat owners miss the opportunity. They see the blink, they think it's cute, and they do nothing. Or worse, they do the exact wrong thing. And that moment of connection just evaporates. Alright, be honest. If you've heard about the slow blink before, have you tried doing it back to your cat? And did you just close your eyes quickly, maybe even wink, and think that was good enough? Because here's what most articles and videos don't tell you. The timing and quality of your slow blink matters desperately. Do it wrong, and your cat won't recognize it as communication at all. Do it right, and you're speaking their language fluently. Here's how to do it correctly. When your cat slow blinks at you, you need to, first, make soft eye contact. Don't stare hard. That's a threat in cat language. Just look at them gently. Second, close your eyes slowly, taking about 2 to 3 seconds for the full close. Not a wink. Both eyes. A slow, deliberate, peaceful closure. Third, keep them closed for just a beat, maybe half a second. Fourth, open them slowly again, same gentle pace. Fifth, and this is the part people forget, after you open your eyes, look away softly or lower your gaze slightly. Don't immediately lock eyes again. That little release of eye contact signals, "I'm not challenging you. This was affection, not confrontation." That fifth step is critical. In feline social dynamics, sustained direct eye contact is confrontational. It's what cats do before a fight. So if you slow blink but then immediately stare, you've sent a mixed signal. I trust you, but also I might challenge you. Your cat's brain doesn't know what to do with that. A study on cat-human communication found that the quality of the response determines whether the behavior is reinforced. When owners responded to slow blinks with appropriate, well-timed slow blinks back, cats increased the frequency of the behavior. When owners responded inconsistently or incorrectly, cats reduced it over time. You're not just returning affection. You're teaching your cat that this language works, that you understand, that the connection goes both ways. And that makes them feel seen in a way that food and pets alone can't provide. Now here's what most cat owners don't realize. The slow blink isn't the only way your cat says, "I love you." It's just the most obvious once you know about it. But your cat has an entire vocabulary of affection, and most of it goes completely unnoticed. Let me show you what you're missing: the head bump, bunting when your cat rams their head into your hand, leg, or face. They're not just being cute. They're marking you with scent glands located on their cheeks and forehead. In cat language, this means, "You're mine. You're part of my family. You're safe." It's one of the highest compliments a cat can give. The tail ? When your cat walks up to you with their tail held high with a little curve at the tip, like a question mark, that's a greeting reserved for trusted beings. Research on feline tail positions shows this is a signal of friendly intentions and openness to interaction. Your cat is saying, "Hello, I'm happy to see you." The exposed belly. This one confuses people because they reach down to pet the belly and get scratched. Here's the truth. When your cat rolls over and shows you their belly, they're showing ultimate trust. The belly is the most vulnerable part of their body. But showing doesn't always mean touching is welcome. It's a display of trust, not always an invitation. The love is in the showing, not the petting. The kneading. When your cat pushes their paws in and out against you, that's a behavior left over from kittenhood, when they needed their mother to stimulate milk flow. When your adult cat does it to you, they're regressing to that state of infantile contentment. You make them feel as safe as they did with their mother. The slow approach. When your cat takes their time walking up to you, that's actually a sign of respect and trust. A fast approach can signal demand or anxiety. A slow, meandering approach means they're comfortable, not stressed, genuinely choosing your company. And here's the heartbreaking part. Most of these signals happen multiple times a day, and most owners barely register them. A head bump gets a distracted pat. A tail ? Gets ignored while you scroll your phone. A slow blink gets mistaken for sleepiness. Your cat is constantly telling you they love you. The question is, are you listening? If you're starting to see your cat's behavior in a completely new light, that's exactly what Whisker Wisdom is about. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the science and psychology behind what your cat is really telling you. And stay with me, because what comes next changes everything. It's the context that makes the slow blink mean even more than you think. Here's something that surprised me when I first researched feline communication. Not all slow blinks are created equal. The context of when your cat slow blinks at you actually changes the depth of what they're saying. And the most meaningful ones are the ones most owners never notice. The across-the-room slow blink, this is the one that matters most. Your cat isn't asking for anything. They're not by their food bowl. They're not waiting for a door to open. They're just existing in the same space as you. And they look over, catch your eye, and blink slowly. That's pure affection with zero agenda. That's your cat saying, "I just wanted you to know I'm glad you're here." The post-stressful event blink. Maybe there was a loud noise. Maybe a stranger just left. Maybe you just came back from the vet. And in the aftermath, when things have calmed, your cat slow blinks at you. That's not just love. That's reestablishing safety. They're telling you, "That was scary, but you're still my safe person." That blink is trust being actively rebuilt. The morning blink. When you wake up and your cat is already awake, watching you, and the first thing they do is slow blink. That's them saying good morning in the most tender way possible. They could have left to eat, to explore, to sleep somewhere else. But they stayed, and they greeted you with trust. The mutual slow blink conversation, this is the most magical one. When you and your cat exchange multiple slow blinks back and forth, that's a genuine dialogue. Each blink builds on the last. It's a feedback loop of trust and affection that some researchers believe actually releases oxytocin in both humans and cats, the same bonding hormone involved in human love and parent-child attachment. A 2019 study on cat-human bonding found that positive social interactions, including slow blinking exchanges, can strengthen the attachment bond measurably over time. Cats who regularly engaged in slow blink exchanges with their owners showed more secure attachment behaviors, following their owners, greeting them at the door, seeking them out for comfort during stress. The context tells you whether your cat is just comfortable or actively choosing to connect with you. And the most profound moments are the ones where nothing else is happening. Just two beings, sharing space, acknowledging each other with trust. So you've learned what the slow blink means. You know how to do it back correctly. You're starting to recognize the other love signals. But there's one more piece most people get wrong, and it's the thing that can undo all of that trust in a heartbeat. It's what you do immediately after the slow blink exchange. Here's the mistake. Your cat slow blinks at you from the couch. You slow blink back. Beautiful moment. And then you immediately walk over, pick them up, and start cuddling them. Or you grab your phone to take a picture. Or you call someone over to, "Look how cute this is." And just like that, you've taught your cat that expressing affection leads to their boundaries being violated. Remember, the slow blink is a distance-appropriate signal. Your cat chose that specific distance to communicate from. Maybe they're feeling affectionate but not touch-seeking. Maybe they just ate and don't want to be handled. The slow blink means, "I love you." Not, "Please come grab me right now." When you respect the moment as it is, complete and perfect at that distance, you're honoring the communication. You're saying, "I receive your love in the form you're offering it, not the form I wish it was." The fix is simple but requires restraint. Let the slow blink be enough. Blink back. Smile if you want. Stay where you are. Let your cat decide if they want to approach for more interaction. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, the moment was still complete. You still connected. Trust was still built. Some of the deepest bonds between cats and humans are built on these quiet, respected moments of connection that don't escalate into forced physical affection. That restraint tells your cat, "Your autonomy matters more than my desire to touch you." And paradoxically, that creates more affection over time, not less. Here's the truth that changes everything. The slow blink isn't just a cute behavior to recognize and reciprocate. It's an invitation into a deeper way of relating to your cat. One that's based on their language, their comfort, their way of experiencing love. Most people love their cats on human terms. We pet when we want to pet. We pick them up when we think they're cute. We show affection in the ways that make sense to us. And our cats tolerate it. They might even enjoy parts of it. But it's a one-sided conversation. When you learn to slow blink, to recognize head bumps, to respect the tail signals, to understand the context of their communication, you're stepping into their world. You're learning to be bilingual. And that creates a relationship that's mutual, not one-directional. Your cat has been trying to speak to you since the day you met. Every slow blink was an invitation. Every head bump was a question. "Do you understand me?" Every exposed belly was a test. "Can I trust you?" And here's the beautiful part. It's never too late to start answering. Even if you've missed 1,000 slow blinks, the next one is an opportunity. Even if you've misread the signals for years, your cat will try again if you start responding correctly. Because cats don't hold grudges about miscommunication. They just keep trying, keep offering, keep hoping you'll eventually understand. And the moment you do, the moment you slow blink back with intention and respect, something shifts. You're not just a food provider anymore. Not just a warm lap or a door opener. You're a companion who speaks their language. And to a cat, that might be the deepest form of love there is. At Whisker Wisdom, we believe the best relationships are built on understanding, not assumption. If this opened your eyes to what your cat has been saying all along, share it with someone who's still learning to listen. Your cat has been telling you, "I love you," in 100 small ways. Now you know how to say it back.